Yeah. All right, here we go. So we are live. I'm here with my good friend, Rick Primerano. I haven't talked to Rick in like 20 years, 20 plus years, right, Rick? It's been a while.
It's
And
been a while.
I just
Just
want
recently
to,
connected through Facebook.
yeah, I know, right? I
Did
know.
you
But
just
we're
got
gonna we're gonna
Facebook like a
change
year
that.
ago? Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna change that though. We'll connect, our families can get together, uh, meet each other, and that'll be a great time. But I want to introduce Rick. I thank him so much for coming on, Rick. An honor, a privilege to see where you
My
are
pleasure.
with life, your beautiful
My
wife and
pleasure,
beautiful
man.
kids. And
Yeah.
so let me just introduce you, Rick, to the guests. So Rick Primerano, he resides in Wheatfield, New York, and is married to his beautiful wife, Leanne. They have three children, Joey, Riccardo, and Carmela. Rick's life currently consists of running a personal training studio 10 hours a day with his wife, while also raising their three little blessings. In addition, Rick has four dogs. For Rick, family time is super important, and he spends quality time with his wife on date nights, and he is a huge Buffalo Bills fan, and he follows them closely, as do I. So we might get into some side conversations. I don't know, but Rick, thank you
We
for
got a
coming
lot in
on.
common, man. We always have.
Right. Yeah,
And
man. And we
Bills,
played basketball together too, right?
yeah, we did. Hit
Yeah,
the Y, a little sale. Yeah, oh yeah.
yeah.
Hit the weights. I remember working out with you in the Y downstairs in the basement.
And the
That
dungeon.
was some good times. I love
Yeah,
that place.
the
A lot of
dungeon,
good
dude.
memories. Yeah,
Yeah,
man. The dungeon
yeah.
where it was at, right?
That's true, man. There was some big dudes down there. I can't remember the one dude. He
Oh,
was like
dude.
400 pounds, but it was all muscle, and he used to grunt and make
There
all
was
these
some
noises.
monsters coming out of there.
Yeah, yes,
Absolute
but-
monsters.
right. Yeah, but that was definitely a good time. So today's episode is depression and physical health, and in my mind, I'm thinking, who is the best person to talk to, or who do I know who would have some insight into this? And I'm like, yo, you need to call Rick Primerano. That's who you need to call. So I said, yo, let me reach out to Rick.
Here I am.
So here he is. Here he is. Um, so Rick, for the first question, in your experience, how important is physical health to mental health?
It's extremely important. Let's first talk about how the brain reacts to physical exercise, because a lot of people don't know that. But when
Mhm.
you exercise, you're actually stimulating your brain to produce more of the good feel good chemicals, the serotonin, the norepinephrine, the dopamine, all the good stuff. Okay, that's a proven fact. There's been studies done on that before, during, whatever. It might not always be easy to get in the gym, but once you get going, you get on a solid routine. Then after, you really feel the effects. You get the burst of energy. You feel great. And the rest of your day usually goes by that much better because of that sense of accomplishment. You start the day with a sense of accomplishment. Or if you work out later in the day, whatever the case may be, you're getting that burst every day. That burst.
Absolutely.
It's the most under exercise. Physical fitness is the most underutilized antidepressant, anti-anxiety on the face of this earth.
Absolutely.
The problem is it's work.
Yeah.
It's work. If people
Absolutely.
only know, you got to get your foot in the door. You got to
Yeah.
get moving. You got
Yeah.
to start the regimen. You got to make it a habit. Okay. If you get that habit and you get it rolling, okay, you will see the benefits. But you can't, it shouldn't be all about popping a pill. Okay.
Yeah.
Medication is good, sure, but this is just as good. Okay. They
Absolutely.
work together,
Yeah.
to make sure you don't have a roller coaster in the ups and downs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Very important. Uh,
It is.
You know,
It
it's
is.
it's
Thank you.
it's you take care of your physical health, you take care of your mental health. The better physical health you're in, the more healthier you are, the better you eat. And the nutrition is another topic.
Yeah.
The healthier you're going to be with your body and your mind.
Absolutely. No, that's so good to hear, Rick. And thank you for that information. And
Absolutely,
I just
man.
wanted to share, like for me, when I was going through depression, I actually took the other route where I was working out, eating good, and like using medication as a last resort. And it was medications that eventually helped me. But what I do in
Yeah,
counseling is
we
I
do.
encourage people to, don't go to meds first. to try your diet, to try a physical, exercise and things like that. I always try to tell them
Absolutely.
to do
Take the
those things.
natural route first. Try to stimulate and get them chemicals going in the brain naturally first. Now, everybody's different. Okay. I'm
Mhm.
not saying it's going to cure depression, but it 9 times out of 10, it's going to give you something. And then you
Yeah,
might still need a pill. Fine. But you're better off.
absolutely.
It's
I agree.
so
100%. Yes, thank you. And so, can you give some examples of how fitness has affected people you work with better? Like, obviously, you don't have to give names, but like, are there examples where you're like,
Oh
this
my God.
person came
I
in?
mean, so I've been doing this now for 15 years.
Mhm.
And I got to tell you, 90% of the clients that come to me have some sort of mental illness. I don't want to say they're all depressed, but they're coming to me because they're out of shape. They feel like crap. They can't, they don't sleep good. They have no energy. They're lethargic all day. They have no sex drive. They have everything. And, and this is what, and I got so many examples. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to name any names, but people that come to me, a complete mental like disaster in a way where it's a project for me, but it's okay. That's what I do, and that's what I want to do. I want to help everybody I possibly can. But I've seen it time and time again. If you get them in here, you get them motivated. Okay, like I said, it's work, so you gotta want to do it. I can't make you do it. You gotta
Mm,
want to do it. You gotta show up for your appointments. You show up, I'll take care of you. Trust me. And
mm,
I've never failed, man. I
yeah,
cannot tell you one person that's ever just you know just came and stopped. I really
right,
don't. You know,
yeah,
they might have to stop for other reasons, but
mm,
never. Anybody that's really taken my program seriously and actually put that front foot forward and really listen to what I had to tell them, they got results
mhm,
and it's worked wonders. And not only the depressed and the high anxiety and the mental, whatever, overweight, whatever the case may be. I have tons of recovering drug addiction addicts, alcoholics that people don't understand, but this is a drug.
mm,
Exercise is a drug.
mm,
It's a natural drug. It's going to
right,
stimulate the mind. It's going to get them good, feel good chemicals going, the serotonin, the dopamine, what I mentioned before,
mm,
going in your head. I don't know how many people, I mean, will tell me that they replaced my program and what they do, personal training, I don't know how many days a week, as their drug of choice.
mm,
And there's
wow,
tons that have gotten off the alcohol completely. I say alcohol because a lot of it's the most of them were pretty much addicted to alcohol,
yeah,
and it was just put them in a deeper hole of depression. They got away from
wow,
it. They replaced it with physical fitness and health and got on a good eating plan. There's nothing more satisfying to me than seeing somebody progress like that. That
absolutely,
I was responsible in helping and aiding them to turn their life around
mm,
and into a positive role. So
great
the
stuff,
proof's in the
man.
pudding, man. But you gotta want to do it.
Absolutely,
It's
that's
just
beautiful, man. And
I can only help you if you want to help yourself.
right. Someone
So
someone from Facebook posted, "Awesome, thank you both." I can't see who said it for some reason, but yeah, someone said, "Awesome, thank you to the both of you." So we appreciate you guys out there, and it's like Rick said. I echo those sentiments. I am extremely honored, and I feel great when I know I helped someone. So I can only imagine how great Rick feels as
and
well. And
same thing in
so
your line of work, man. They gotta want to do it though. They gotta
yeah,
talk to you. They gotta come see you, right? Or,
right,
or, or
yeah,
where's it gonna go?
exactly, yeah,
You got to take that foot forward. They got to come see you. They got to talk to you, whether it's through the internet or whether it's in your
yep,
office.
yep.
That's the only way it's going to get
Yep.
better.
Yeah, that's very true.
So
That's
same thing in
very
my
true.
field.
Yep, absolutely. Um, so has anyone so I think you've kind of already answered this as, someone has definitely came to you with depression and multiple sort of afflictions mentally or whatnot. Um, is there is there a specific workout regimen that you'd work for someone or that you recommend to someone who's dealing with depression versus someone who's not dealing with depression at all? Or
I wouldn't say, yeah, I wouldn't say it changes too much. It's that whole grab the bull by the horns and get in here and get moving. Okay, you
Mhm,
have to. If you can do that, no matter how depressed you are, if you could do that, make it a habit. you're gonna feel better. Um, as far as the program changing, not really, but there's a lot of things that we need to do to get you feeling better. Okay. And then the diet is a very important part of it as well. If your diet sucks, you're going to feel like crap.
Yeah, right.
Especially as we get older. As we get older, it gets worse. You keep
Yeah,
eating bad, you're going to feel like crap. You're eating bad sugars, refined sugars, junk. Your insulin levels are going to go up. You're going to shoot to the ground. Your energy is going to crash. You're going to get depressed. You're going to feel like crap. That's just a perfect example of what bad eating does to the mind.
right.
Okay. Start eating good carbohydrates. The brain functions on glucose. Remember that.
Yeah,
Okay. Carbohydrates. Right.
absolutely.
So once you get the good carbs in there where you're getting that slow, steady stream of energy through the day, you're going to feel better
Right.
from the food. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not saying food's going to cure depression,
right,
but
right.
these are the things and the necessary steps. And what I tell the clinically depressed or somebody that comes to me that needs help is we have to do these things.
Yeah,
And the nutrition is part of it. I also specialize in meal plans, and
yeah,
everybody's different. Everybody requires different meal plan, different foods, different timing, portions. I take the person into consideration, like, okay, so how many days a week are they working out? How much cardio are they doing, or whatever? And then I put it together that way. And also the foods they're eating. I'm making sure they're getting enough nutrient dense foods so they have adequate performance and energy throughout the day.
yes,
It's so important, man. I can't emphasize enough.
yeah.
I really
So,
can't. But as far as your question about the program, if there's a different program, not really, because it's a matter of just getting in here and trusting me. I can help you.
right.
I'm motivating, and everything I got, I give my clients. And it doesn't matter if you're, John Smith, that lives in downtown Niagara Falls, or if you're, Ronnie Smith that lives in Spalding Lakes and Clarence, a multi-million. No matter who you are, I
Yeah.
have a plan for you. You all get treated the same way, and you get the same service.
Mm, that's awesome, man.
So it's like I said, the program is the same pretty much for everybody. You
Yeah,
just gotta trust me and
yeah.
listen to what I have to say, and I promise you, it's going to be a positive outcome.
That
You
sounds
just
great,
gotta
man.
want to do this. I know I keep sounding like a broken record saying this, but you gotta want it. You
Not at
gotta
all.
want it for me to help you.
Mm,
If you want to
yeah,
feel better and you want to get in the best shape of your life and look good, let's put it this way: when you get in shape, when you look good, automatically you're going to feel better. Who doesn't? That looks good doesn't feel. I mean, I'm not saying it can't happen, but if you transform your body and you're looking really good, you're going to feel good.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
so if that
yeah.
answers the whole
I mean, if
question.
you look at your Facebook profile picture right now, it's hard not to think you don't feel good looking like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know?
I do for the most part, but I want to talk to this group too as well. That you're not alone, and here
Yeah,
I am talking to everybody else. I suffer myself. I've suffered for years, but I also am very motivated in a way to get better. I'm also, I'm willing to do whatever I have to do to maintain that positive mind. It's hard. It is. It's a battle every day, but I do it.
mm,
Um, Most of the time I feel good.
yeah,
But I do have my moments. I just got back from the doctor half hour ago.
right.
We were
Mm,
talking about my anxiety's been really bad lately. I just got a lot going on, and the mind races. You can't focus. You can't concentrate, and then you start getting real tired. And this is what happens. It's not nothing new to me though. It's just I know
right.
it's a roller coaster, and it's a
Mm,
never-ending cycle, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate. But
absolutely.
I promise you, if you keep that front foot forward, keep looking ahead, not back, it's
Mm,
going to get better. It's going to
absolutely.
get better. It will. It always gets better. There's always a light.
Yeah,
There's always a light at the end of the tunnel. No matter how dark that day is, there's a light. It's a glimpse.
yeah.
Okay.
So
I
let
do
me
actually
ask
have a
you, Rick.
tattoo on my arm right here. Kind of hard to
Yeah.
see, but it's actually from my depression. This is why I
Mm,
got this. It says blessed. There's hands right here.
mm-hmm.
Oh, see if I can get it right in front of the camera. It's too hard. But anyways, it's everything's in God's hands. It
Yeah.
says blessed. It's praying hands because I pray to God every night. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's a sun coming through the clouds. So I'm blessed. I tell myself whenever I'm having a bad day,
Yeah,
It's in
yeah.
God's hands. That light's always there. And I know it's a
Mm,
tattoo, but it constantly reminds me that I'm blessed. I'm healthy.
absolutely.
My kids are healthy.
Mm,
And it humbles you, and it
yeah,
kind of focuses. I'm sure in your field it's the same thing. It's like you kind of tell
yeah,
these people, right?
yep.
Keep looking forward and keep your
I
head
was
up.
yeah, I was
Always a
actually gonna
light, right?
ask you I was actually gonna ask you, Rick, and you kinda touched on it a little bit. Is like, what do you do when you're, dealing with some severe anxiety or depression and you're working out and you're eating well, you know, you go on medications, like, is there any additional things that you do, like, journaling or,
Found
you
with
said
me,
positive thinking?
yeah, I found with me, when I have really bad anxiety, and it's, I do have Xanax. I don't like to take it unless like last resort. If I really just can't seem to snap out of it, then I'll pop a Xanax, and it's prescribed to me, and I'm able to relax. But I don't like to go that route because a lot of times I can get out of it. I go for a walk, and I have to be alone. It's weird, I know, but I have to be alone. I have to go, and I have to take deep breaths. I have to walk and or
Mm,
drive. I'll go for a ride, take my dog for a walk, something
yeah.
like that. And then some reason that helps. I got an electronic skateboard. I know it's corny, but
Oh, that's not
lately
corny.
I've been cruising down the street on my skateboard. It's
Dope.
fun. And it's just, I don't know. I feel good when I'm done. I'll take a ride in my '90 Mustang. I got an old school, a Fox Body, a 5.0 Mustang, 31 years old, and but it's a good time. And I'll
Yeah,
just do
bro.
things like that. Most of the time, that helps. I'll go out. I'll go out in the gym, and my gym's in my house now, which is nice. I work from home, and I'll just smash, like, I'll get on my Power Tech squat and I'll do 50 reps. I do it,
Mm,
and I'll get on my power tower and I'll do 25 chin ups or something.
that's
It
what's up.
takes your mind away. It whatever I can do.
Yeah,
Um, and most of the time that helps. I gotta say, I don't resort to the Xanax. I'm usually
yeah,
pretty good with getting out of it.
yeah.
Um, I haven't had any bad bouts of depression probably since 2017. That was the worst it's ever been. It
Mm,
was just everything was coming in on me. Finances. I had one kid, and then I had twins on the way. The anticipation of the twins coming. Money's was a struggle at the time. Um,
yeah,
and then I got depressed. I was like, you can't pick your head up. You can't.
right.
Your arms and legs feel heavy. You feel like you just can't even move. You're just dead.
Yeah,
So what I did was I took a trip. I took a trip with my mom and my sister to Colorado. My mom was it was a work trip, and I was able to tag along with my sister. Best thing I ever did. Just get out of the area. I needed to get out of here. I needed a peace of mind. We hiked Mount Evans, 15,000 feet. We went to a Colorado Rockies game. We went to this nature preserve. Did a lot of stuff like that. Enjoyed the outdoors. I wasn't drinking in the bar. I wasn't doing nothing like, because that doesn't help. Alcohol's a depressant, and all it's going to do is you might get a little, you might loosen up, and then after effect, going to toss you
yep,
to the ground.
yep,
You know more than I do about this stuff, but that's my experience, and that's what it does. Alcohol is not
yeah,
a solution, and it was more about getting out in the fresh air, getting out. I'm in another state I've never seen before, which is really cool. And I will get into this. I am a avid marijuana user.
yeah,
It's become a big part of my life in the last probably 10 years. It started out just a little bit at night because it was helping me sleep. I couldn't sleep. My anxiety was keeping me up. Solve the problem.
mm,
And now my anxiety. Here's the thing, though: when your anxiety gets too high in your mind, you can't relax. It's not good. Then it'll just make it worse, or it's useless. So I don't use it at all. Alcohol, no way. But I don't even use marijuana when it's that bad. I'd go my route, like my skateboard, my walk, take a
yeah.
drive, do 100 squats or something. That's what I do.
Right.
But the marijuana, if it's mild anxiety or you're just having a bad day, you're in a bad mood, or it works very well.
Yeah,
I must say, for me, it does. It kind of just keeps me. It keeps the distractions, if they're mild, it just
yeah.
pushes them away. It keeps me focused on task.
So let me
I
ask you
haven't
this, Rick.
lately. It's been bad, so I haven't been smoking as much.
Yeah.
But just at night, it just relaxes me, and I go to bed.
Okay. So you kind of answered my question. I was going to ask, and maybe this will help
I
for
do have a medical card. I had it for years,
Okay.
so I'm medically prescribed it as well. So
Gotcha. I was going to say
go
maybe
ahead. I
this will
didn't
help.
mean to jump.
Oh no, it's okay. So one of the things I was thinking is like for me, I've been taking medications for depression for, over 10 years. I take
Right,
fluoxetine,
right.
which is Prozac,
Yeah, yeah,
every morning,
yeah.
and then I take Seroquel at night to help me sleep. It's also a mood stabilizer.
It works for you.
But I was wondering, and I think you kind of answered this, but maybe this will just be a nice discussion point for the people that's listening. But um, I take those at regimented times, like and with marijuana, sometimes people self medicate and they like smoke it throughout the day. And one of the things I recommend as a therapist is like you should probably have a doctor or a psychiatrist giving you like professional advice around it without just kind of just like willy-nilly using it. Would you
Oh yeah,
recommend
absolutely.
that, or would you just say, "Nah, just use it recreationally and, just use it
Well,
as much as you
like
can?"
I said, everybody's different. Everybody reacts to it
Mhm,
differently. I mean, I've been using it for so long that I have a tolerance to it, where I can smoke. And I'm just being honest. I wake up at 4 o'clock every morning. I'm 4:20.
mhm,
Feed the dogs, watch the news. I got a routine. I go out before my 5:30 appointment. I get everything set up, and I
mhm.
smoke a little wake and bake, if that's what you want to call it. But it kind of just puts me in a good mood right away. And then I
Yeah,
have a cup of coffee and a little bit of caffeine, and I'm ready, man. I'm ready to rock. But I don't
yeah,
keep going. I don't just keep smoking. Just a
right,
little bit in the morning. It's getting towards lunchtime, maybe a little bit. Then I relax. I take a nap. I hang with the kids. I usually got a lunch break from 12 to 3 every day, so that's when I kind of just. And then I get up and I just get ready for my afternoon appointments. Just a
yeah,
little coffee or some kind of caffeine, and I usually don't smoke at all until night after that.
right,
It's just really it's not as much as because I'm working a heavy workload. I got to be on it all day. I got to be focused all day. I got to be
yeah,
energized all day. I don't want to get thrown off. I don't need to. I don't smoke it all day. And some
right,
guys do that. They just get baked
right,
into the couch, and that's not the solution.
right,
You're
right,
you're going to become unmotivated if you do that. If you just do a little bit here and there, and don't abuse it,
right,
and think that's going to solve your problems, because it's not. I'm just
yeah,
being honest. It's only in moderation. I think it works wonders. And this is the biggest benefit I get from it. The biggest anger management. I
mm.
don't get mad when I'm high. A bomb can go off. My wife could be screaming at the kids like a raptor, going on, and I'm just like sitting here like I'm just
Right,
saying it's
yeah,
so
yeah,
that's the biggest thing. It takes
yep,
the edge off, and it
yep,
keeps my mood, and keeps me. I don't get mad. I can't be getting mad anymore, man, like I used to. I
right,
used to have a time where I was a hothead. I can't be
yeah,
like that. That's no
right.
good. No way to live, and I don't want my kids looking at that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, those are definitely some benefits for sure. I just want to get to some of the comments because there's been a couple of comments here. Um, James Lamarca said a lot. Like he's saying, like,
Oh,
hello
James.
to both of you, putting it good thoughts in my mind. He's let's see, John Tay said, thank you guys for being so honest. It's great to know that you aren't alone. And then someone said, I agree, getting out for fresh air and nature for a meditation walk is clutch. You guys are amazing for this. Thanks, Rick, for being true with your story, man. That might
I'm
have
just
been
I'm
James
just
as
honest.
well.
I never had anything to hide with. There's this stigma, like we talked about on the phone. Remember,
Yep.
with men especially, they hold it in. And all the guys, I train tons of guys. In all honesty, I train more guys than women,
Hmm.
and they suffer more. I'm just going to tell you that.
I
And it's
believe
the
it.
ego. They don't want to talk about it because they're embarrassed. Don't be embarrassed.
Right.
Be embarrassed for what?
But our culture
We
creates that too, right? That
exactly.
the
And
men's culture
you
creates that,
know this
right?
way more than I do, because you see it
Yeah.
every day.
Yeah.
It's got to stop,
Right.
because it doesn't discriminate, man. These men
But
out
it's
here suffering because they're trying to be a tough man. They're trying
yeah.
to, you know, I'm all right. No, I'm okay. You're not okay.
Yeah.
Talk about it. It's the best
But
thing you
here's
do.
the thing.
Not alone. Talk about it.
Here's the thing, Rick. Like, okay, let's say this. Let's say this. If we got together with a bunch of our high school friends right now, let's
Yeah.
say about 30 of them, all
Yeah.
guys, right?
Yep.
And we start talking about this, you know how uncomfortable it'll get in that room real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's the uphill battle that men are up against, right? Where you get around
Right.
some dudes and y'all at a bar or you watching the Bills play and they this gladiator sport playing and you like, yo, I'm having a bad time. They're like, yo, suck it up, man, or yo, You know
Yeah,
what I
what do
mean?
you be depressed about? That's the
Right.
worst one. I hear
Yep.
it all the time. What do you
Yeah.
got to be depressed about? You got money, you got a job, you got a house, you got a car, those are the ones that don't understand. It's a disease of the mind, the brain. You can't help it.
Right.
And I'll tell you what, you're not alone.
Yeah.
But those people that say that need they need to talk to somebody,
Yeah.
because and start understanding this disease a little more,
Right.
because you're completely lost if you think that wealth, money, things are the cure for depression.
Yeah.
It's the complete opposite. Some of
Mm.
the wealthiest people, I got millionaires that I train, millionaires, and they're the most disturbed.
Mm.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
100%. It's the
Mm.
people with the most money and the most things that
Yeah.
have the most issues.
Yep.
I'm just
Mm.
telling you, that's
Right.
the truth.
Nah, that's real. That's real talk, man. And you know what? I wanna dang, I wanna talk to you forever, man. Because it's been a while.
I
But
told
I
you I
wanna
ramble too, so I don't
no, I saw listen, bro.
talk. I
I
talk.
get paid to listen to people and I love it. So I love people's story and I love hearing people like from their heart. So I'm not like bothered by it. And I'm sure the
This is
listeners
all
are
coming
too.
from the heart, man. This is the truth. This is the
Yep.
heart. I suffer. I have depression. I have anxiety. I'm human. Okay. And
Yep.
I can't help it. I just
Yep.
do what I have to do to be happy, and really just keep that positive mind. It's a never ending battle. I'm not going to say it's, I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. I just hope and I pray. And most of the time I'm good. Okay. And I feel good. I have energy. I'm in a good mood. And, you know, and it's who I am, and I've accepted it. And
Yeah.
from day to day, you got to just keep your front foot forward. Like I said, grab the bull by the horns. I'm going to do this, and I'm gonna
Yeah.
make my life better, and I'm going to help everybody I can to be better, and at whatever they're doing or whatever their goal is in life.
Absolutely. And I want to say that you got two men here who are on medication, who's dealt with depression and anxiety, and we're sitting here telling you that it's okay. We're here for you. We care about you. You're not alone. Get the support you need and don't feel embarrassed. And if you are embarrassed, that's natural, but get the help you need. It's okay to be a man and to deal with these things,
Absolutely.
you know? Yep. Rick,
I think people, you're a bigger man. Yeah,
yes,
you got
absolutely.
me.
Like you have to be a bigger man to express your vulnerabilities, right? Because anybody can hold stuff in, right? Anybody can hold it in, right? But can you face the pressure to
And
say,
that's the
look,
worst. That's the worst. That is right. That's the worst thing you could do, though. The
right,
worst thing is to hold it in and not talk about it. We all,
exactly.
and going back to my personal training a little bit, another, one of the benefits of my program, we need to know when you exert physically, but you also exert mentally and by verbally,
Mm,
right? So when
yep,
I'm not a therapist, a licensed therapist, but I do listen. So when people, you're in their interpersonal communication, it's one-on-one most of the time. You're in their personal space. They're going to open up to you. And they open up to me, every
yep,
one of them. I hear it
mm,
all, like anything you could possibly think of. Um, that is the best way to beat this. You got to talk. You
yeah.
verbally let it out. You physically let it out. You get the two together, you're good. You're going to be good. I'm telling you.
That's pretty dope, man. Because
Hands
I
down,
get it
man.
on the
I'm just saying.
talking end, and I can't imagine with both of those together how much of a beautiful combination that is, right? As you said, you're talking about it and you're physically exerting your strength. And so you're giving an outlet in two ways, verbally and physically. So I would imagine that's extremely therapeutic.
It's a double whammy, man. It's a
Mm,
double benefit.
that's great.
Okay. And it's a
Yeah.
proven fact.
Yeah.
Exercise alone, but it's also a therapy session. I say that
Yeah.
because it's PT. Yeah, we're working out. Some people don't talk either, though. I put them on the workout and we're working. I'm motivated, but they don't say much. They just want to get through it. Fine.
Right.
I don't, whatever your case may be, but I got ones that they talk, man. They tell me what's on their mind.
Yeah.
I can tell a lot of times right when they come in what kind of mood they're if they're down or you just know, how it is,
No.
dude. And
Yeah.
and then sometimes it takes a couple minutes, and then I say, how's it going? You all right?
Right.
And then
Yeah.
most of them open up, and I get it out of them. Or I try.
That's
And
amazing.
and 9 times out of 10, man, they leave me and they feel better than they did
Right.
walking in. Whether it's 50% or 100%, you're gonna
Yeah.
feel better. Any improvement is a good improvement.
Absolutely. Um, So before we close out, Rick, one of the things I wanted to ask you, man, is to just put in a plug about your business, website, any projects you're working on, like what you want the listeners to know in terms of how to get in contact with you and to connect and maybe get on, do business with you.
That's a good question because I'm in a transition period.
Mm,
Not many people know this, but me and my brother were in business for close to 15 years. I'm not going to get into the details, but we
mhm.
split after really the pandemic, and I've been working from home, and I actually renovated my entire garage. I had an addition, all new equipment, mirrors, whatever. I did it up. I expanded my driveway, so I run my business from home now. As far as the website goes, I have my internet, my Primerano CyberFit that I still use with internet clients, but I don't really have a website for my home base yet. That's in the
Okay.
process. It's still new.
Yeah.
I just registered the business with the state, so I'm legit now. I'm paying taxes. Um, you can contact me through Facebook.
Mm,
That's probably the best way right now until I get everything else, my website done. It's being worked on. I'm actually working on a logo right now. It's not quite done yet, and just tying up some loose ends. But Facebook's good, Instagram's good, Twitter, whatever.
okay.
You can
And
get a
just
hold of me
reach
there.
out like Rick Primerano on
Yeah,
all of those.
yeah.
Okay.
Just find me on Facebook or
Okay.
RPP, my initials, 82 at AOL.com is the email
Okay.
I'm currently using. My Primerano CyberFit's on pause for now because I'm redoing the website.
Okay.
So we're not going to use that. But RPP82 at AOL.com, my email, and Facebook, Instagram is very easy because it's on my phone. It's
Okay.
on all of our phones. We all got smartphones. So you shoot
Right.
a message, it'll pop right up. And
Okay.
then you got any questions? Anybody got any questions? Don't feel like you're bothering me. I know I might not get back to you right away, but I will get back to you. I promise.
Yeah.
And we'll figure it out. Any questions you have, don't be embarrassed to ask. Ask me. I'm here to help,
Yeah.
just as you are, Carl. We're here to help
Yeah.
you and utilize, man. It's
Yeah.
just it's a never-ending battle for a lot of people.
Hmm.
But we can make this better. But we have to work together, and
Absolutely.
everybody's got to know you're not
Yep.
alone.
Yep.
You're not
Dude,
alone.
that's
Okay.
amazing, bro. That's amazing. And I look forward to seeing the new logo and what you're doing, man. You got your business at your place now, which makes it easy, right? Because I do counseling, but
I'm
I
not
just work
driving
from home.
anymore, and
Yeah.
now my wife is training as well, which is great. We never could do this in the past because of the flip flop with the kids, me driving, coming back. We couldn't make it happen. Now we can. The kids are inside, or Joey's at school. The twins will be going to school.
Mm,
So it works. I come in, she goes out. So
right.
it's
That's dope.
it works. It works, and
Yeah.
we're tag teaming it, and we're a power team, and we're gonna continue to thrive and just kill it in this area. And I'm just pumped and motivated
Yeah.
to really really take the bull by the horns and make people as healthy and as happy as possible.
That's dope, bro. Yo, I'm so proud of you, man. I really am.
I'm
I
proud of
love to
you,
see
man.
my old friends
I'm
do
proud of
good,
you.
man. Yeah. Thank you,
I
bro.
want to. We got to get together, man.
Yo, we
We'll get
will.
together soon.
Trust me. I already talked to my wife about it. I'm like, yo, I might not make it to the mini reunion, but me, Rick, and his wife, and my kids and your kids, we gonna get together, man. But
Oh, absolutely. I'm glad we reconnected, Carl. This is good,
oh
man.
yeah,
Let's collaborate. Let's make this program. Let's knock it out the park.
for
We're gonna
sure,
help
bro.
people here.
I
We're
love
gonna
the
do
energy.
this.
I love it, bro.
You're
So, all right, well, Rick, thank you for being on, brother. We
welcome,
gonna
man.
connect
My pleasure.
as
My
we
pleasure,
talk.
man. I was so excited to do this because I
Yeah,
got info. I want to give it. I want to give as much info as I can to people and know that they're not alone and help is there.
for sure.
Reach out,
Absolutely.
man. Reach out. It makes
Yep.
me feel good to help people. Reach
Exactly.
out. I'll help you.
Yep. Yep. Same here. So thank you all for joining on Facebook and wherever else, YouTube. Thank you so much. And Rick, thanks for jumping on, brother.
Absolutely, man. My pleasure.
All right.